Happy Sunday to you all, to all the well-meaning Biafrans, and all the lovers of freedom under United States of Biafra. From my location, it is good afternoon from here. So I welcome you by giving you a warm Sunday greeting from me, and once again said, Happy Sunday to all the world, to the lovers of freedom, supporters of freedom, is those I am greeting. I am no longer greeting the enemies of our freedom, but one thing for sure is that they are going to see the outcome of what we are doing. So I greet all the Biafrans. Good morning, depend your time and your location. Good afternoon, depend on the time on your location. Good evening, depends on your time and your location. I greet you and I welcome you. Please, as I welcome you this very wonderful afternoon, so please try and welcome another person. As you do so, may Elohim Chukwuokabiyama bless you and protect you. This is my special greeting to my special people. I greet my Deputy Prime Minister, Dr. Ngozi Arabueze, and I thank you for all you do because of Biafran people. I thank you and I greet you. Thank you so much for standing in between the gap, and thank you so much for trying to liberate every Biafran and get us recognition that we send my leader, my president, Mazi Kanu, from here, from this my location to any location you are in this world. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, my president, Mazi Kanu. I also send my greetings to my Prime Minister, Simon Ekpa Njoko. I greet you. And I greet all the comrades that are in the social media today trying to present the truth to the world, and also try to let the world know why we are suffering and why they want to kill us. I want to thank you all. I want to greet you all as you join me this wonderful afternoon. Please, I ask you to do what? To please do the needful by liking and sharing the program, so others may know that we are live and we are direct to discuss one or two things, so let the world know what is happening on us. In the history of Nigeria, Mazi Kanu, who is a Christian, is first person they have sent to Sokoto prison, where Usman Dan Fodio began, because they want to suppress Christianity. They want to stop Christianity in the entire Nigeria, because the history of Nigeria with the British and the Sokoto Caliphate of Usman Dan Fodio is to Islamize that Nigeria must become an Islamic country. That is why Nigeria was being created for. And also a country that, because of the interest of oil, interest of economy, was being amalgamated, is what we are fighting to liberate ourselves out from it. That is why we are calling on the international community to look into all this matter. Now there is a solution to end every killings of the genocide, ongoing genocide, continuously ongoing genocide that is happening in Nigeria. That is why we are calling US. That is why we are calling EU, UN. That is why we are calling Russia. That is why we are calling Israel. We are calling Canada. We are calling EU and all of them to come and do what? Agree on the solution that United States of Biafra has brought to the table to end this continuously ongoing genocide that is happening in Nigeria. This genocide did not start today. They always activate it and put it in gear 1. Today, the ongoing genocide is on auxiliary gear. It's what the Fulanese jihadis is using today. We want to let all these countries that I have tagged here this wonderful afternoon to know that there is a reason why in the history of Nigeria, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, a Christian who is fighting to liberate his people, is the first person ever they have sent to what? To prison in Sokoto, where Islamic agenda start from. Where is the founding father of the world, the Islamic agenda? Is where they send him. Is to prove that they want to suppress Christianity and end it, because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu stand for two things. One, for Christian to continue exist in Nigeria. That is number one. Number two, the freedom of every black race in the world, and also the freedom of every indigenous person that are facing this ongoing genocide. That is what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu stand for, to put an end to it. He, because of his exposition, because of all the things he brought to the table, why he opened the eyes of the world, eyes of every human being, to know what's the meaning of the Usman Dan Fodio and the plan of to use the plan of the Usman Dan Fodio about to Islamize every indigenous person and conquer them. They say that Allah of Islam give them Nigeria as their own, that they are not going to share it with infidel. They call us infidel, despite that we are the owner of the land. That they are claiming that Allah give them Nigeria as their own. So when I see things that is going on, our people refuse to understand and try to pay attention deeply and the reason beyond what is happening, then they will find an answer. And because our people never reason beyond what is happening, that is why they don't understand what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu stand for. They never understand it. The meaning of one Nigeria is only when you understand one Nigeria that you must stand up. One Nigeria simply means death sentence to every indigenous people. One Nigeria simply means intimidation, abuse of rights, inhuman treatment, and the kidnapping. That is what one Nigeria means. And who are those that they are kidnapping? Who are those that they are killing? They are killing the indigenous people. Right? They said what? They are killing what? The indigenous people. A country that cannot protect their citizens, rather, they put the citizens on this particular ongoing genocide that is going on in Nigeria. That is why we are calling on every well-meaning world that respects life of human being to come to do the needful. What do we want you to do? We only want you to give us recognition that Biafra is a sovereign state. The loss of Biafra, or the rule that British and the Nigeria played, the Fulani jihadis played in 1967 to 1970. is what is causing all this problem that the indigenous people are facing today. Indigenous people are dying because of what? That's the Osman Dan Fodio of the Islamic agenda want to have Nigeria as their own. And they said that it's only Nigeria in the world is the only country that Allah give them to control, that everybody there must become Islam. Now, the hatred, the anger of time of Chukwuemeka Odumegwu is what they are exercising on the body of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and Simon Ekpa today, and every Biafrans. That is why, when it's come to the repentant Boko Haram, when they capture any Biafran who is a Biafran ESN or a Biafran military, they will sentence them life imprisonment. They will shoot them, shoot aside, is what we are experiencing. But when they captured Boko Haram, they will spend billions of money to rehabilitate them and put them into military. Why are they putting them into the military? They are putting them into the military because of the agenda of the Osman Dan Fodio, to make sure that them that believe in one Nigeria continuously using authority in the name of military to be killing indigenous Christians who happen to be Biafran or who comes from the northern area. There is specific areas in the north they have conquered. Sokoto is number one from day one. Katsina, Jigawa, Kwara. All these areas, they have captured it and said that it is their own. And today, the movement continuously moving, because Chukwuemeka Odumegwu wasted their time or disrupt their plan in 1967 to 1970. Then, Owazwike come in his little capacity and continue pushing and also disrupt their plan. Then Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the president of United States of Biafra, came on board to make exposition, to let all of us know, to prophesize about the agenda of these Fulani jihadis, about Islamization of Nigeria. And you know, some of our people who claim they are one Nigeria, they are Igbo, they are from Southeast, they are from Yoruba, they never understand the hatred and why it's happening. The people that brought the hatred you see there on Biafrans, on every Igbo or from Southeast, the first people that brought this hatred is Britain. Because of the lie they told the entire world and the agreement of the amalgamation of 1914. The lie that they told these French jihadis and what they tell them about us, how we are too Republican in nature, that we don't bow down to anybody, that they are the one that will force us with gun and bullet for us to bow down. We are letting the world to know that all this, we notice it and we understand the game. That is why we are calling on the country's content of the world to adhere to help the African people, to give us recognition that we end this uncontinuously genocide. All the whole thing that made Chukwuemeka Odumegwu to fight for Biafran war, that leads to Biafran war in 1967 to 1970, continuously happening. The war has never ended. That is why that no Igbo man, no Biafran man has been rehabilitated and put into Nigerian military. Get this word from me. Do you know why? Because They did not believe in the Islamization of Nigeria, despite that he did not believe in Biafra. And those who believe in Biafra, that Nigeria has captured, I want you to know that because of that name Biafra, they will sentence them, they will give them life imprisonment, they will sentence them to death, they will never rehabilitate them to put them into Nigerian military. But they only captured Boko Haram, rehabilitated them, and put them into what? Into Nigerian military. And when they put them into this Nigerian military, they are there to continue the Islamization of the Usman dan Fodio that are the template of Fulani, Sokoto Caliphate, the jihadist movement in general, in brackets. So, when you see all that is happening this time around, it's only when you will understand why the Biafran people continuously fighting to stop the impunity of the so-called One Nigeria. Because the silence of the entire world on issue of Biafra is also British is using you to continuously the Islamization that leads to the killing of the Christians in the Benue, Plateau, Jigawa, and all these places, and in the southeastern region where they put we are today under gun and bullet and armor tanker every blessed day of our life. I grew up as a child. I woke up as I was being born. I saw military checking points in my area till today. They are still there. So, you are silent of America, Canada, Australia, Korea, Russia, moreover, Israel. Your silence simply means that they have to Islamize the indigenous people. That you are supporting this narrative. You are silent about the Biafra becoming a country. Because British know that the Biafra will end the killing, the frustration, the intimidation, the inhuman abuse of rights of indigenous people that we are going through today. That is why they lie to all of you that these people will create more countries in Africa if you allow them. Your silence is also, you have supported what British, UK, London, Irish, what they did in 1967 to 1970. Their evil they have conducted on us, or they put in our area. When you are keeping silent, you are supporting that agreement that made Fulani, made British, UK, or London to hand that Nigeria over to Osman dan Fodio agenda of Islamization. That is what your silence is proving. If you are continuously supporting protecting Nigeria territorial integrity, you are giving them power to wipe away the indigenous people. The solution, if you want to keep silent anymore, is one, to disintegrate Nigeria. Number one, to divide Nigeria according to the ethnic, religion, and ethnic tribe and the culture. Then this problem will stop. But if you continuously supporting and keeping silent and respecting the territorial integrity that are killing the indigenous people who are Christians in their own rural areas today, that all the videos of the killings, all today they have moved their attention to the schools of Christianity, those that are Christian schools. They have moved their attention in the churches, burning them down, destroying the churches is what is experiencing today. So the silence of Canada not recognizing Biafra, the silence of Korea, the silence of Russia, the silence of Kenya, that our president Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped in your country, and today they sentence him life imprisonment and send him to the prison of the Fulani jihadists in Sokoto, where Usman Dan Fodio started in the first place. What is that? To stop him to be a Christian, to deny him access of worshiping God. The world know that why they send Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in Sokoto is to deny him access of worshiping God, freedom of worship. Because Islamized agenda is all about intimidation, that you must worship what I want, not what you want. That is why we tag all of you to rethink. Donald Trump, you have more work to do. All the Christian countries in the world, why are you not supporting your own? All the Christian countries in this world, in the content of all the Christian continent, why are you not supporting your own? Why are you allowing your own to be killed and be massacred? Why are you allowing your own to face intimidation? Why you have power to stop what is going on? And all of you who are Christian are respecting the truth of Islamization of the Christianity of those who are Christian, to by force them to accept Islam. That is what you keeping silent, not recognizing Biafra is all about. That is why we are calling on the entire world of Christian countries in the world to recognize Biafra as a country. Biafra will stop the ongoing continuously genocide before the 1914 by that was 1804 that the Christians, that the indigenous people have started facing this genocide, have started facing this torture, this abuse of rights, this intimidation of Fulani jihad. That is why we are calling on all of you today that you are silent is what gives them power to continue the ongoing genocide of killing the Christians in Nigeria today. So the only needful you need to do is to use under self-determination, under self-defense, to recognize a country that was declared on November 20, 1924, United States of Biafra, that is going to end the insecurity, the killing of the indigenous people. In that death sentence called One Nigeria, recognition of Biafra will put an end to all this impunity. Recognition of Biafra as a sovereign state. Donald Trump don't need to worry again, because we know how to handle it and how to end it. So the recognition of Biafra, recognition of United States of Biafra is the solution. Not Donald Trump coming and after he will go. I want to remind Donald Trump one thing, that he must know that the recognition of Biafra as a sovereign state is what is going to end all this impunity. Is what? When in your first tenure, you sanction Nigeria. When the Islamization agenda remove you in your office as a president in your second term you're supposed to have, and bring Joe Biden. They bring Joe Biden to continue the Islamization of the indigenous people or the killing of the Christians. What happened? Joe Biden, when he assume office, he first of all removed Nigeria on the sanction you put them. So that is an evidence that you coming, or only now that you are in the power. What of when you are not in the power? That is why you must put everlasting solution that will be a backup when you are not longer a president, because Donald Trump, you are not going to be a president forever and ever. But for you to give forever and ever solution is to accept Biafra recognition that will stop the impunity, that will stop this ongoing genocide, that will stop this kidnapping, that will stop inhuman treatment, that will stop abuse of rights, that will stop intimidation of the Christians. Only recognition of Biafra will end this impunity. And also, in the name of the self-determination that was approved on the UN Charter, give every indigenous people, Nigeria need to be partitioned the way India is being partitioned. All this problem will stop. That is why we are letting the world to know that Biafra, that was re-declared on November 29, 2024, is the solution to all that is going on today, and to put an end for it forever and ever. Donald Trump, Jay, we are calling on you. We are also calling on Canada, Sweden, Russia, Korea, Israel. I don't know why Israel decided to abandon his own and pretend like nothing is happening. In the history of the world, Nigeria has break all atrocity. Nigeria has break the history of the world with evil and impunity. So we want to ask the body of UN, EU, AU, all of you who are this body of all these countries I'm mentioning that comes from different countries to form this organization, to use it to discuss or put laws that are guiding every country in the world. Commonwealth, we are asking you, in the 56 country that's made up of Commonwealth, we are asking you, can you please tell us another country where what is going on today in Nigeria is happening? If you doubt what is happening, we have all our evidence, because we are not here to run any propaganda or to say any lie. What we are saying is things that is happening and the way it is in the social media today. The killing of the indigenous people in Nigeria is what we are asking you. Is it also in the constitution of the Commonwealth to kill indigenous people? We are asking UN, your UN Charter articles, please, is there any hidden paragraph that authorized what is happening in Nigeria today? We're also asking that to you, to EU. Is there any of your constitution that authorize Nigeria or this ongoing, continuously ongoing genocide, ongoing kidnapping, ongoing churches, burning markets, and calling us infidel? Please tell us if there is any of your constitution that assist or support this that is going on. Today, Israel, a man who ran to you when they want to assassinate him, when Nigeria, Fulani jihadist military, Boko Haram, went to his house to kill him, and he run into you and swear affidavit today, he, because of his faith of Judaism, of being a Christian, he was sentenced to life imprisonment. Where? And send him where he cannot worship God, where he can no longer become a Christian, where they have marginalized him, where they have conquered him. Mazen Nanjoku Kanu, you allow this to happen. I never come across social media where Netanyahu, as a speaking person, or a Judaism man, or a Christian who believe in God and Christ, speak about the prison of Mazen Nandekan. Israel, are you pretending that you don't know who is Mazen Nandekan and who is Biafran people and what we stand for? The Prime Minister of Israel, Netanyahu, are you pretending that you don't know who is Mazen Nandekan and what he stands for? That his living, that his existence resists Islamization from 1999 to today. And today, because of fighting to make sure that Judaism stands in Africa, that Judaism stands in Biafra land in Nigeria, they have sentenced him life imprisonment. That wasn't enough. This was the first time a Christian is being put in prison where the Islamization starts from. This is the first time in the history of the world. In countries that are today having the Muslims and doing what they are doing, we are asking you, Mazen Nandekan is fighting for freedom under self-determination that requires you must have armed wing. Like all of you and all your countries has been achieved in the world. And today, all of you remain silent on what is going on or what has already happened on Mazen Nandekan. We want to let you know that the Sokoto prison where they put him is where the Osman Danfodio begins in 1904. Where this agenda to Islamize every indigenous people starts from, and where they see Christians as infidel start from. That is where they send him, and they will give him Friday no. They will give him Islamic agenda food. That is where they put him, where he cannot even watch common television, where he cannot read paper, where civilization is being condemned, where Western education is not. He don't read Arabic, where only the paper you see is about Islamization, is about Islamic agenda. And all of you muted. It doesn't concern you because he's a black man. If Mazen Nandekan is a white man, all of you ran around and said no to this that is happening to the Christians in Nigeria. Remember, before Nigeria territorial integrity in 1914, my forefather was living without Nigeria territorial integrity and living a decent life. So, Mazen Nandekan has been living in the territorial integrity of his ancestors before the amalgamation of 1914. Our forefathers have the way they worship God who lives in heaven. And Britain come with their evil missionary that today leads to the killings of the Christians in that death sentence called One Nigeria. In that death sentence to every indigenous people. In that contraction called One Nigeria, that means darkness, evil, and what? Death sentence to every indigenous person. Why are you keeping silence, Israel, Canada, Russia? Why? Kenya, why are you keeping silence? A man who came into your country with a British passport is the one today that was sentenced to life imprisonment. If he did not come to you, can he be kidnapped because of defending Christianity and indigenous people? If he never went to Kenya, can he be kidnapped? Kenya president, we are asking you. Do you know that if Mazi Nnamdi Kanu did not come to Kenya, that nobody would kidnap him? Because for over all these years, he was in UK fighting for self-defense and fighting for the total outright freedom of his people. Nobody kidnapped him. Nobody arrested him until he came to Kenya. Kenya, is it not a shame? It's not a slap to you that you are not a country, that another countries invade your area and kidnap a citizens of another country and take him down and do him what they want, and you are keeping silent? The only way out right now is that Kenya must recognize Biafra that was redeclared on November 20, 2024 for us to free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and then we will forgive Kenya. But if your government of Kenya could not be able to do that, we will beseech Kenya and demand to give us our president, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, because he came to your country. Your country, bring the sentence to him. Bring this life imprisonment to him. That is what coming to Kenya bring to him. But your forefathers was being saved by a Biafra man, Nnamdi Azikiwe. When you are fighting, then those that have served you come to you. You kill them. You could not redeem or return that good character, that or the good things that we have done to you, Kenya. Rather, you pay us with evil. In your own time, we accommodated you. We saved your forefathers. We saved your first ever president. No, your second president, we served him. After an Biafra man, after Isaac Iwe served your own president in your own time, what did you do to us? Our president of United States of Biafra came to you. You handed him over to Islamization country called One Nigeria. And today, he has been sentenced to life imprisonment. We are calling on Kenya again, sending a direct message to Kenya. That is why we put your flag and put your name here. We are calling on you to right now to recognize Biafra as a country, because in the history of those that have fought for freedom of a country, when they was being sentenced to life imprisonment, to death sentence, what happened to them? Recognition of the country is what saved them, brings them out. That is what happened to Rahman of Bangladesh in 1967. So, Kenya, we ask you to look for what happened to Rahman of Bangladesh in 1971, to also do that to us. Recognizing Biafra that you did not recognize in 1967 to 1970, right now that you have committed a crime, that we are not going to forgive you, is only what is going to end this in what is going on. then our president will be out. So, we are calling on Kenya first in Africa. You are not talking the way we want. There is no action. I want to ask you a question, Kenya. In your court, you said that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu won in your court. You give him some things to prove that, yes, he won. Now that he was sentenced to life imprisonment, how can you give him that? How can you give him the promise of him winning your country? How can you send it to him? That's your gift or whatever you call you give to Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. We don't need it. What we need is for Kenya government to do what? Recognize United State of Biafra that was re-declared on November 29, 2024 as a country. Then, all this impunity, we will forgive Kenya. We will forgive Kenya only when Kenya is the first country in Africa to recognize Biafra from now to 2026. If not for that, we will invoke the wrath of Sokoto Biafra to punish Kenya. And let what Biafra people is going to today to happen in Kenya. If you refuse to adhere to this instruction being given to Kenya to recognize United State of Biafra that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is fighting for. He is fighting for my freedom, because in Nigeria I don't have any freedom. Nigeria means death sentence to indigenous people. Nigeria means genocide to Christians in all over Nigeria. The only thing that will please our mind, that we will remove Kenya in this bad record that we have put Kenya, is giving Biafra recognition. That is why, that is only thing that will save Kenya from the wrath of our forefathers and from the anger of Sokoto Biafra, who Biafran people worship. But if you refuse, if you did not adhere to this instruction, that means you support Mazen Nnamdi Kanu to be sentenced life imprisonment and send him to a place that jihadist movement started, Islamization started 1904 from Sokoto. That is where they worship jihad. That is where there is no television for him to see or read even a newspaper that they wrote in English. In Sokoto, English language is a haram. Go and check. There is nothing like Western education in Sokoto, because of that is where the Usman Dan Fodio history begins from. This history began after First World War in 19th centuries to 20th centuries, then coming into 1804, where they adopted all they want to do. Kenya, your role in the life of our President Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is proving that you support Islamization, that you support inhuman treatment, you support intimidation, you support the killings of the indigenous people. And in Kenya, if you are indigenous person, we want you to understand that indigenous person has been sentenced to life imprisonment because of coming into your country, that you welcomed him and he never committed any crime. in Kenya. His crime is self-determination, to liberate his people, to liberate every black race, to liberate people of Nigeria, even the Yorubas, the Oduduwa, even the Arewas. That is all his. You can see this in all the social media, what is going on, how people are reacting. And you must organize Biafra. Because our anger is getting high every blessed day about Kenya, the role you played in this kidnapping of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. And today, kidnapping him in your country has given him life imprisonment. Not even in a prison where he can pray. Not even a prison where he can worship his gods. Where he can pray like Israel people. That is why we also asking Netanyahu, that's why we're also asking Israel as a country. So, our own Christianity does not matter to you. Why all the Christians country are leaving their own to suffer so much? Why the bishop, the pope, are not talking from Rome? Why? Because they're all coming out from the family of jihadis. And they believe in Islamization. That is why they are not talking. Because if not that they believe in that, they will be talking today on this injustice meted on Mazen Nnamdi Kanu and the entire Biafran people and the entire every black race. This is a man who is fighting for them to liberate every black race. I never knew that Europe that are Christian hates what Mazen Kanu is fighting for. We now ask another question again. The self-determination you prove on the UN Charter, that you told us, that you let us to understand from the UN Charter, that the last option of when people face genocide, abuse of rights, torture, intimidation, and all that's made up in the UN Charter, we are asking you. We are asking you. The self-determination, is it for a black man? Is it for African people that are black? Is it for people of Biafra, indigenous people who are Christian that are facing this ongoing, continuously genocide from the day or before the amalgamation of this one Nigeria? That simply means death sentence to every indigenous people. We are observing, we are watching. Now the Biafran people, the main objective of this talk is that Biafra has been redeclared on November 2020, on November 29, 2024, for the world to recognize us. And the objective is that our president was kidnapped in Kenya over 5 years ago because of fighting under self-determination to save his people. Today, the Nigeria, who is a country of particular concern, has sentenced him and put him in one of the most deadliest prisons in the world, where they want to end his life. And that is why we are calling on the world that they will see those that their flag is here and their name, and those that are not there, that knows that self-determination is a right of a human being, that we have a right to live. We are here watching when war broke out between Russia and Ukraine. You told them in that summit that it's inalienable right of people to choose their govern their alliance and protect their life. Why is that? Since you come to the Biafran people, you have never ever said it again. But when it happens to white, you rush, you go. Do you have 4 hands and we have 2 hands? Do you have 2 eyes? Do you have 4 eyes and we have 2 eyes? Do you have 4 ears and we have 2? Do you have 10 fingers and we have 5? What is this all about? Tribe, secession. That is what white man represents. That is why the blood of these innocent Christians that has been dying before the amalgamation is not anything for you. We have come. If you jail Mazen and the Kanu, there is 1,001 of Mazen and the Kanu out there who understand what he stands for and what he's fighting for. The main goal is that the silence of Canada, silence of Russia, the silence of Israel, the silence of Sweden, the silence of Austria and Australia, the silence of North Korea and South Korea, the silence of countries in Africa, South Africa, silence of Senegal, Ivory Coast, Namibia, Malawi, all of you is what is proving to us that you are happy with the killings of the indigenous people, and you are also support Islamization agenda what's going on in Nigeria. Let me tell you this. If you're a Christian country in Africa, if you allow it to happen to us, after us, now you. That is why you all must rally around with one mind to give Biafra recognition as a country. The Biafra has a government. Our current leader is, her Excellence Dr. Ngozi Arabweze is the one piloting the affairs of the Biafran people. And she's also the one that stood up on November with the mandate of over 50 million Biafra on our own personal self-referendum. And also the mandate of over 1,000 delegates who was alive in Helsinki, Finland, when we make our official declaration of Biafra on November 29, 2024. The only option, the only solution, the only way out of what is going on in Nigeria is what? Biafra recognition. Do you know that in this same Nigeria, there was a kidnapping yesterday, and over 1,000 Boko Haram ISWAP has trooped in Nigeria today. They precisely in Edo State. I'm not a Biafran. Go with your one Nigeria. Go with your Biafra. You will. It has come to you because after not now you be the next person before you reach to me now. Over 1,000 Fulani jihadists they have captured. They are in Edo State. This current another new one, they have entered Ogun State, is going to reach all of you. Then you will realize that a man you sentenced to life imprisonment is your savior. A man you sentenced to life imprisonment is your savior. Biafrans all over the world, be strong. The game just began. But it's the end of it is what we are looking for now. Because we are no longer into agitation. We are not into armed struggle. We are into diplomatic and political movement and legal to recognize Biafra to become a country that are fully recognized in the eyes of the international global community. We are asking for recognition. If Russia can recognize Afghanistan, America, is it not an evidence that you supposed to recognize people of Biafra that are your fellow Christians? Israel. Yes, you are going through, but do you know that Biafra becoming a country will also suppress what you are passing through in the eyes of those who don't want you to become a country? The same way they don't want you to live is the same way they don't want us to live. But because of you have become a developed country before us, that is why we are calling on you for recognize us as we are follow Christian, as we are follow Judaism. Do it. Heaven will not fall. And you will see how Biafra will end the support that Nigeria are giving those who are attacking you. When you are fighting with Gaza, they brought the leader of Gaza in Nigeria, give them a plot where they can mine gold to continuously sponsoring them to attack you. When they are attacking you, our Prime Minister ask you if you want 15,000 foot soldiers that we are going to volunteer to support you. What else do you want us to do? How do you want us to know that we are prepared to also join you to stop those that are going to attack you? Do not Biafra coming become a threat to many countries that are attacking Israel today? Think the other way around. Don't focus only this way. Please like and share the program if you are just joining us. The like, if this is your first time coming to this hallowed platform, you will see a 3 dots in front of you. You will see a 3 dots in front of you. Click on that 3 dots on the right hand side of your phone, on top of your screen. You will see a 3 dot. Click on that 3 dot, it will open. You will see like and share. And this is your first time coming. Please try subscribe on this page and be here with us, because we are bringing the truth the way it is. Please endeavor to like and share the program. Subscribe on our YouTube page also. It is very impressive if you do that, because when you like the program, you are letting other people to know that we are live and we are direct this afternoon from my location. So let us go and check 1 or 2 things. Why Nigeria is a very delicate area right now for the indigenous people and those that are Christian that are living in this contraction called Nigeria. Today or over yesterday, you will see where a brigadier general was just died like that. No news, and the president never said a word. And then the man name is Oba. Oba is a Christian. A swap captured him and killed him. Nigeria never talked anything about it. This is how the Western indigenous people. So you, that they are calling you to come and join Nigeria military, please sign your death warrants, keep to your people's hand before you leave. Sign your death warrants, give to your family, because you are going to die like Oba. You are going to cry, and they're going to ambush you and waste your life. We are not here for propaganda, but we are here to bring out all the details about what is happening. So my people, before I go into the document of the Osman Danfodio and their plan, then please like, share, subscribe, and also if you want to call me to submit your own submission, you can call on number +9733360513337. I repeat, +9733360513337. That is number for phone call, in case if you may wish to call, or there's something in your mind you want to ask, or you want to contribute on this hallowed platform. Feel free to call us and do that. So the number for call is open. Look at it here. The indigenous people of Plateau Benue in southeastern region happen to be Biafra. This is what people are passing through. This is how they're killing indigenous people.
Are you seeing? Saying genocide. This is a locus classicus. It's a locus classicus case. The evidence speaks for itself. This is Christian massacre, and this is genocidal problem to the gigantic proportion. Kefa's yesterday was gruesomely murdered under no provocation.
You hear it?
Now, yesterday, 9:40 something to 10 p.m., this community was attacked brutally, and the people were sent to the enemy. The government will not relent. We're very sorry. If you think government is failing, at the local government, our strength is very limited. The entire security architecture is at the purview of the federal government.
Yes, sir.
And the local government has near to zero command of any security apparatus. Therefore, the local government is probably pleading with the federal government to help us in our local security agenda to secure our communities using the vigilante groups and the state government activating the antenna of Operation Rainbow, etc. Lastly, General Christopher Musa has told us that we cannot make any peace deal with the criminal elements. Any attempt to make deals with them has always failed. He came to Plateau and rejected the code and said Operation Enduring Peace. Now, can we have enduring peace when we're having mass burial? Peace can only endure through justice.
I hope you see it. This is why we are calling to what organize us. Look at them sending warning. And they will sow Nigeria uniform give to them. He is warning Nigerian government that want to recruit the indigenous people to come into army. They are telling you that they are going to kill all the indigenous people who come. Ask Nigeria, the 10 people, the 10,000 they recruited last year, they told that all has been disappeared. And what made them disappeared? Boko Haram, ISWAP, Islamic agenda. When they come, when they are going, those in the military will give information, they will ambush and wipe all of them.
Biafrans all over the world.
Why is nobody talking about this video?
For over a decade.
Nigerians. So, Asema can't give the total number of students and teachers
that was kidnapped. That was abducted.
The exact total number.
Yes.
You don't understand? When they kidnapped yesterday, being the 21st of November 2025.
Okay.
The kidnapping
every day
happened for inside the St. Mary Private Primary and Secondary School for Papri, Niger State. I want to give you the full number, the exact number, because these people know how to lie. That's why they don't like me. They're always in my DM. They take my DM all the time. They say, "Bless you know, like they threaten me. You don't like your life. You don't like your life." All of us cannot keep quiet. This is the path I choose. This is my path. Now waiting I stand with this. And I go see this part at the end. So if this part swallow me, if this part see the end of me, to God be the glory. Something must kill a man.
Do you hear the option of people in Nigeria, people that are living, that are saying truth?
So now guys, the total number is 315.
Do you hear it?
315. 315.
This is the one that happened on 21st of November, and he said that he's going to get all the numbers today. He has bring the number out.
So the total number is 315.
That was being kidnapped. One day.
12 teachers.
12 teachers.
Inside that 12 teachers, you have 4 female and 4 female and 8 male.
For the teachers.
That number 315. Don't get it twisted. Don't anybody to deceive you that is 80, it is 100, it is 150, it is 315, guys. That 303 students where they kidnap, mainly, majority of them are primary school. In fact, they nearly kidnapped the whole primary school. This one, I'm giving you facts because I think I'm the first person that broke this news on the internet. I'm the first person. I'm the first person that broke this news on the internet. The whole primary school, they kidnapped almost all of them.
Are you hearing it?
All of them. Then they gonna kidnap some from the secondary school. These guys came with 3 vans. 3. 1, 2, 3. Loaded. They loaded this 3 vans with children. See, what did I tell you? So I tell you, you take person say, now me they tell you this thing. Say, now what happened yesterday? They came with 3 vans. They load them up. They stock children like stockfish. They stock children like stockfish yesterday. And the painful part of this whole thing, you say, as at 7 a.m. to 6 a.m., these guys were still moving. They see they move these children to the location where they carry these children go now. No police, no army, no police.
You will not see fighter jet of Nigeria hovering up. But in Biafra, where there is no such a thing, their fighter jet will be moving around and be bombing areas that indigenous people are living. But once they kidnap in the north, no fighter jet will fly up. No helicopter will move to shake around. And here it is up to 7 in the evening or in the morning. They are busy shifting these people to different locations where they want to keep those that have over 351 people kidnapped in one school one day. Tell me, how could that school begins again? Child. The silence of the European countries and Africa countries are what is triggering what is happening. That is why we are calling all of you to come and do the needful right now. Look at them. This is Nigeria.
Pretend there's no war. There's no war.
I'm only saying there are
A lot of you
people
telling
in
this
that
but to the problem. Who don't want to address the truth? A war on. Why are you saying you're not pretending? People think there's no war. What do you mean you're not pretending? You are. You are part
That
of
is what the medias are doing. That is what the influencers are doing. They're all being captured and
There
paid.
is no genocide in Benue State.
Look at them.
I was a politician for 7 years.
Look at them.
And I can
Look
tell
at the
when
liars
someone is lying and
of this
avoiding the truth. That's
world.
exactly what this foreign minister is doing, and shame
Look
on
at
him
them.
for lying.
I have a reason to believe that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is dead. I have a reason to believe that the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria is no longer with us.
You, that you are rich and arrogant. You, that you are rich and very arrogant. You think of people.
I performed several genocide burial.
Look at the
More
man.
than 70 times.
YouTube and Facebook has deleted his page because of the truth he's bringing to the world.
Whatever she wants to say, whatever
And
she wants to say.
look at under here. You will see inside church, right? Killing the indigenous people.
It's a good question to ask. Do we still have president? Is Bola Ahmed Tinubu alive? Is he dead? If he's dead, he should talk. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Kanu TV News, Gist and Blog.
A lot is going on. People are dying every day. Look at them. And there will be no fighter jet to look for them. Look at the kind of machines they have, they are using. And tell me, how can these wretched people get this kind of equipment if not Nigeria government is one sponsoring them? This is it. I hope the world are watching. Their mission is only to kill the Christians and the indigenous people. And America can only put Nigeria on a country of CCP or country of CPC. It's not enough. When they kidnap and kill the Christians, the indigenous people, they are happy. When they kidnap the indigenous people, they are happy. When they kill Christians, they are happy. We see them shout at Hakuan. Look at the kind of equipment, look at the kind of the machines they have in their hand. Tell me how these kind of people be able to get this kind of weapon. Tell me, please. If not, government of Nigeria who believe in the Islamization of Nigeria are the ones sponsoring them. America, putting Nigeria on a kind of particular concern is not enough. The solution to what is going on in Nigeria is what? To do what? To divide Nigeria. This integration of Nigeria. Let Biafra people go and protect their border. Let Udua protect their border. Let Arewa protect their border. Then this will stop. Because those are doing what? Sponsoring them are the government. And their people are the one in the border. Revolution that Mazi Nandekar is being calling. And before they take him away, is what's needed. Through that revolution, then every indigenous people will have their freedom. Do you know why these people, as of yesterday, being said today, over 1,000 came into Nigeria? They divide themselves into two. This is a real information. 500 in Edo State, 500 in where?
There's nothing she can do.
In Ogun State. That is how they divide themselves. Now, tell me if a Yoruba man is the one protecting his border and he sees such a person, can he allow him to penetrate and enter?
The way to escape.
It's them they are in charge controlling Nigeria border because they are the one in the military, they are the one in the DSS, they are the one in the road safety, they are the one in the air, in the sea, they are everywhere. They are on top of every vital position. So they are the one that place people. And that was the strategic for them to be able to Islamize and wipe away the indigenous people.
And I'm sorry about your grandmother and your uncle. Have there been instances where you heard about Muslims also being attacked?
Listen to this.
In a similar manner?
Let me tell you, no Christian attack Muslims.
Yes.
If you see a Muslim dead, where did he die? It is in our village.
Pastor Ezekiel.
So you're saying the Muslims also attack other Muslims?
I'm talking about
the jihadist Islamization
Muslims are saying they
are killing Muslims also is this Islamic because they will refuse on the kind of worship, the kind of religion of the Osman Danfodio. Please hold on for the after the advert to continue. This is an advert, please. It will continue. Yes, we go.
Village. Look at this material. These are all the houses that they burn. Look at the number of people, number of houses destroyed 120 in one village.
Child.
Total number of deaths. Because God was able, and this is Christmas Eve, one person. But the other village, you can see me at their gravesite burying people at that place. But this village, disease, and this is the person that died, Mr. Tambaya. Total number of displaced people in that one village that they burned, including the church building. These are factuals that are here.
Oh God, this advert is what is this now? Please, be able to let that advert finish, then we'll continue. That advert is coming too much. Okay, listen, it has ended.
Some of the Muslim folk casualties. And there's one thing, the Fulani always come with extra that in case, in self-defense, the 4 casualties, they drop their corpse. They know I'm saying the truth. They know you are listening to me. They drop their corpse to their ruga. And they will go and videotape and say, we killed them. Where? We have never moved to Ruga where they are settling. But I'm asking God, if it is your will.
Oh God. I heard this advert. Eh? One minute, my people. This is what is going on. The killing of the indigenous people.
Then they will know what stuff Christians are made of. But we'll be establishing patience based on our faith in Christ. Jesus said, love your enemy. If they are hungry, feed them. If they are shepherds,
not this enemy who want to wipe you away. That is a mistake of what Bible tells you to do.
Even when we make our verse, we allow them to. The remaining crops that we left over with full of love. Look at another village again that I went. It was dangerous. Oh God, help me. This is where Reverend was killed. And look at the houses.
Reverend Father, and look at all the names of those who they killed. This is fact and figure, not propaganda.
This is NTV community.
Look at it. Mothers and children being massacred. People are crying every day.
We had said that there is genocide against the Christians and other non-Fulanis, and people will say no.
Yeah.
And this is
under non-Fulani, that is a real Muslim who do not believe in their belief. Look at it here. That is why we tag all this code to see what we are passing through.
With the pipe, open fire on them.
Initiate it, open fire on them and watch them.
The first one that you keep written something.
This is a locus classicus.
You hear it?
It's a locus classicus case. The evidence speaks for itself. This is Christian massacre. And this is genocidal pogrom to the gigantic proportion.
I hope you see it. Why we are telling you that Biafra is the only option. Are you hearing it? Bandits. Chasing indigenous people away. You see it? Are you hearing it? This is why we are calling all of you that recognition of Biafra will end this. And that is why they are fast this year to next year to finish up this indigenous people. What is going to happen between now to January, I will not believe it. Because in the plan, they see that the creation of Biafra is becoming a problem to them. So they want to try to grab all they can be able to do. That is why the creation of Biafra is supposed to be the most first thing in December. So that we can help the world to put an end to the killings of the indigenous people.
What I'm about to tell you now will shock you. It will shock you. So
are you here?
Bring your chair, sit down. You know this story.
Give Biafra recognition in America.
I know by now. I know
you don't need to sanction Nigeria. We will handle them.
Like, you don't understand. People have been calling me now.
You know that we handle them. That is why British said they don't want to. When they come in the amalgamation, they refuse to.
You know,
work with us. Rather, they work the Sokoto Caliphate, the agenda of the Islamization.
We got to do this. This is what we are called to do. You understand?
Yeah, they're called to do this that we're doing today.
These two guys here, they happen to be the most dangerous, the most wanted in Nigeria. When I mean most wanted, forget Bello Tuji. They are the most wanted. These guys are dangerous because they are they together with Al Qaeda. They
get hearing it.
They together. They get linked with Al Qaeda. When you talk about dangerous people for Nigeria, like
are you hearing it?
Forget Tuji. Tuji is not that dangerous. Now those people around him. Now his army. Now he get dangerous. Babaro is far more dangerous than Bello Tuji. Ado Aleru is more dangerous than Bello Tuji. So put all of them together. Put the three of them together. Ado Aleru, Babaro, and Bello Tuji. They are not close to these two. Mahmoud Mohammed Usman, aka the emir of Ansaru, and the second one, Mahmoud Al-Najiri, aka the deputy emir of Ansaru. These two people, the blood where their hand, they know they can't tell.
Which blood is that? The blood of the indigenous people. Look at them, the way they come. We just say that they will use cow to come. And they start killing the indigenous people. That is why we are calling on all the continent that loves life of people to come. Burning houses of people, killing them. That is what is going. That is why we are calling all of you. They have entered in the large number. They entered in the large number. They are entering. They are trooping in Nigeria because that is why I told you. When we are telling you that the only thing that will end this is Biafra, look at them. They go and mobilize and bring more people come from Senegambia. They bring more people in and their dispatches, they are dividing and sending them on delegations where they want to use them. They are happy to have arrived in Nigeria safely. Tell me, do they fly? Do they fly? The answer is no. They entered the way that you and I are indigenous patrolling because of their people are the one in charge.
Nigerians, you people should watch this video.
Look at the way they ambush Nigerian military. Do you know why? Because they are in here. So they will give people in the good information and tell them the rates they are coming from. They will cross them there, ambush them. Look at it. Are you hearing it? Are you hearing it? So if they call you to enter army, know that you already signed your death warrant. Never you as an indigenous person try to enter Nigerian military. If you do, sign your death warrant before you leave. What is happening here? They are digging to bury this is the mass grave again. Why is why we are letting the world to know what we are passing through. Everything is happening, there is a reason why. You will not see Nigeria coming to hold them. They only go after indigenous people. Indigenous people. We are calling on all these countries, our Christian countries, to intervene to save the indigenous people. Flight will not come up. Nothing will fly. But what happened to the Biafra who are fighting for their freedom, you will see them. We are calling on America. We are calling Canada. We are calling Russia. We are calling Sweden. We are calling Israel. All of you to rise up to put an end to this impunity, to end this genocide that is going on in Nigeria by believing in the solution that Biafran people has given to you. Our declaration of United States of Biafra is only solution that we end. America don't need to come with Biafra recognition as a sovereign state. In 2026, we are going to put an end to these killings that is going on. The reason is happening today is because of what the indigenous people are not the one in charge of their territory. See it here as they come. What you experiencing? The killing of the world's indigenous people, mass burial every day. America, Canada, Russia, Australia, Austria, Sweden. We are going to know that people are dying. The solution to stop it is what? To divide this evil, this death sentence to every indigenous person that are causing people pain and sorrow. Look at it. These are our evidence to prove to you that Biafra recognition dividing Nigeria is the thing. If there is no amalgamation of 1914, nobody will kill anybody. And all these things, this genocide will not happen. But this is what amalgamation of Federico Lugard brought to the indigenous people, the Christians who are living in Nigeria.
Did I? I've been able to capture one.
All the Christians rise up.
Revolution for Christianity in Nigeria.
Stop any church building, any church projects. Stop them.
Stop.
Raise donation, do harvest.
Why are you going to church when your camp president denied you that nothing is happening to you? That is how you will die. He will deny you.
Church, buy men die, government die, turn every to back by Yama. Make everybody surplus.
This is only time for freedom of the old indigenous people. You hear them? Everywhere.
But that's come more massive arrest. See, Toronto is on fire.
Are you hearing it?
Toronto is on fire.
The killing of the indigenous people.
We want to thank
the intimidation. The killing of the indigenous people. The bandits. Everywhere. Doing what? Are you hearing it? This is what's going on in Nigeria. It's not a safe place for any indigenous person. Because of what? Because of that Nigeria in the first place was amalgamated to be an Islamization country. So if you're a Nigerian, if you live in one Nigeria, you are on your own. Biafran people has rise up. That is why we make our official declaration on November 2024 to end the killing of Biafrans who are Christians, to protect our mothers. That is why we are telling Nigerian government that they are buying a foreign land and they must leave. They must leave.
So this is how they supply these bandits.
Look at how they supply them the nations. This is white man supplying
arms and banditries. You can imagine. Even after supplying them these things with chopper, Nigerian government cannot even trace where the chopper is coming from and where the chopper landed. You can imagine the kind of weakness we have in our security system.
Which security system? They are all Boko Haram. That is what people never understand. They all Islamization. Look at it. Look at it. You can
see it with your eyes.
A white man.
So this is how they supply these banditries.
Those that are killing indigenous people.
These Boko Harams and bandits.
Please like and share the program. We have proved to you that there is a reason why we are seeking for, and why the jail man and the
We are coming to settle Fulani in Nigeria. He said it wasn't right.
This is why they did what? They sentenced him because of he exposed every exposable.
Nobody can try it. It's called an act of war.
Look at them patrolling.
But Fulani is carrying out an act of war.
This is why they sentenced him. Why? Who give you the mouth to do this position? Who gives you to talk about Usman and Fojo? Who gives you the mouth to talk about Sokoto Caliphate? That is why they send him there. Those that he made his position about, so for them to buy him. But we know that anywhere he goes, that Chukwu Okabiam, that God will help us protect us. And once he step in, they will start worshiping him.
We are coming to settle Fulani in
nobody. They want to settle Fulani in Nigeria. And how could they settle it? They must kill indigenous person for them to be occupied the territory.
But Fulani is carrying out an act of war.
This medicine.
Wherever this.
Did I keep still happening
live? Happening live.
On them everywhere.
My name is Comrade Mohammed Ali Ringo.
Look at them.
Ex-security expert. Securing lives and properties is my area of specialization. I want to see this very moment to call upon His Excellency the United States of America President Mr. Donald Trump, my good friend, to please be aware that Nigeria, we are not suffering from religiosism, tribalism. We are not persecuting Christians. We are always living together with Christians and Buddhists.
These are the masters that are killing the indigenous people.
Buha'is, Rastas, Satanists, and Shantos, all these religious denominations, if they may be at Nigeria, we are living peacefully with them because we are suffering from humanitarianism.
Do you hear that?
Mr. Donald Trump, let me be aware that Nigeria is not Vietnam. Nigeria
you hear
is not Afghanistan. Nigeria is not Iraq. Nigeria is not Iran.
That talks.
All right, so Shep.
Alex.
No. Please. Nigerians. So yesterday night, around 11 p.m. of yesterday's date was the 22nd of November 2025. In the night, around 11 p.m. Bandits in their number, they stormed Zalu community. This Zalu community is in Toro local government area of Bauchi State. They stormed that community in the night around 11 p.m. with their normal bajas. Now, during that attack, they unalived this man here. His name is Mohammed Bakoshi. He is the discipline officer of the Jewish Society. For those of you who don't know this Jewish, this thing is an Islamic society. The Jewish, as far as you stay here in the north, you should be familiar with the Jewish Society. It has been existing since I think since 1978. You get now Islamic society will be very popular. So this man happened to be their discipline officer for that Bauchi State. They unalived him. That's yesterday night around 11 p.m. They also kidnapped his wife. The wife just gave birth 2 weeks ago. They kidnapped the wife.
Sunday Kings, it will happen to you very soon. Don't worry.
You don't understand. They don't get it. That same yesterday, bandit attacked Gandu Wasagu ward in Danko Wasagu local government area of Kebbi State in the afternoon around 2 p.m. They attacked farmers in that community. That same yesterday, they kidnapped eight farmers. 8. This one happened yesterday. Everything I bring here to you is fact. Everything I bring here to you is fact. I don't add sugar or salt or salt or honey to make you sweet. No, I bring it the way it is and tell you. If you like, do your findings. You don't understand. I know they bring a fake story here. If they hide them, Al-Haji they bring them out. The media will not tell you Most of the thing I'm telling you here, the media will not tell you. The federal government of bandit controls the media. They will not tell you like 1/4 of what I'm telling you.
You understand it? That is why the news is not coming out. They are the one controlling all these Ajazera.
So guys,
all this AIT, all this riverbed, all the influencers in Nigeria. Nigeria government is the one.
Claim yourself to defend yourself,
controlling it,
and your family.
Now everybody is calling for self-defense that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu fought for.
22.
Today, everybody is calling for self-defense.
If you know that your hand is strong,
we must continue.
Okay.
They are by their own people. That's why they are crying. The killings is much everywhere. We are bringing you confirmed evidence, not propaganda. That is why Biafran people did what? We said we don't want one Nigeria. Take your one Nigeria. Allow me to be a Biafran. Take what we are one Nigeria. Just allow me to be a Biafran. Is it called for a fight? Does it call for a fight? You can hear people are crying. This happened all over Nigeria. We are bringing videos from all over Nigeria. What is happening? That is why we thought that only disintegration of Nigeria will end all this impunity. That's what we thought. Look at it. What is the offense of the people? What is the offense of these people? They are Christians living in their central land. And the genocide is continuing going on.
People will say no. And this is one of it.
This is one of it. What happened? You will see the grave.
Is government really ready to defend us? Or we should rather be told that our government is helpless. Security are helpless. And therefore, everybody should go and acquire arms and defend himself. Let government come out and tell us that. In our own land,
will be people are killing.
In our
like
own land,
genocide, ongoing genocide.
Nobody said anything. In our own land, we
that
cannot be freely. In our own land, we cannot farm and harvest it.
This is not from Biafra land, though. Everyone is crying. It's getting to everybody because Mazen Kanu was saying that when he comes, he will reach to everybody.
Let it be registered in your mind today.
They will not ask the ones who refuse to obey Islamization. You must go
Let
down.
That one be registered.
That is what is happening.
Fulani have declared war against us.
Are you hearing it?
If the spirit is an injustice, fella.
Okay, guys, more than 3,000 terrorists or Fulani herdsmen had a meeting yesterday, and this is the video.
This is
Please, my people, what is going on in this country? Did you see the? Doesn't mean
we are telling you, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu was telling all of you. Now people are going to believe
say that
it.
We now have a terrorist state because this is enough for a full community. This is more than a community.
Okay.
See the numbers of people. See their numbers, and they are having this meeting in the bush. You can see the environment where they are having this meeting in the bush. My people, my question is, are you sure these people are Nigerians? Are you sure?
They are for Selegambia, Chad, Mali. That is where they come from.
In the north, who are Fulani heads,
so
are terrorists.
We must continue to do all this position for the world to understand what we are passing through and why we are calling for Biafra to organize as a sovereign state that we end this. Look at it inside church. This way, inside church. This is what they told us in the UN Charter, that once we are experiencing this, that we should form our own government and our own country under self-determination. That is why they sentenced my President Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, because he's fighting against all this to stop it. We are calling the world to answer us very fast.
So this morning, while Nigerians were celebrating their independence,
this one is very long. We are bringing the. Look at them. Look at the way they are moving. This is Nigeria. Are you hearing it? Their member are knocking shots. Look at them. Do you see? They will come, they will do nothing that happen. Because Nigeria is their own. They are one in charge of Nigeria. They will attack people, burn down houses, destroy churches, destroy markets. That is what they are telling you. So you can be able to be poor, so you can be able to worship them. Now, let us go into the documents of all this that is going on. Why is it happening? Their main plan against you and I. Why they see themselves as the Baba of them all. Why they see themselves as the owner. When did it start? A very long time ago. The movement of the Osman Dan Fodio for jihad of 1804. Listen to this.
The movement of Usman Dan Fodio, the Fulani Jihad of 1804, and the subsequent Sokoto Caliphate was fundamentally a movement of Islamic reform and political revolution that was not primarily focused on Christianity. At the time the jihad was launched,
in the first place, you know who we are in our own, that we never believe in jihad. And in that first place, Christianity is in the way we worship, like the way they are worship what they believe. But the British now come in 1904 to do what? To try to Islamize every indigenous person. It's what the painful movement that British caused every indigenous person today. You see all this things going on, it was being caused by British. Because no indigenous person who want to kill one another. Because we believe, I live in my own way. But these people, because of their agenda, is to Islamize every indigenous person. That is why you are seeing all that is going on today, that all that the Christians are passing through today. Because of what? The movement of the Osman Dan Fodio to Islamize everybody. Had this movement of the Sokoto Caliphate. That is where it started. And today, that is where they send my President Mazen Nandekan for stopping him to worship his God. To take away everything about Christianity to him. We are calling on Israel to do what? To recognize Biafra. Let Mazen Nandekan comes out and worship the God of Judaism he believes on. We are giving you this information so you may understand what we are passing through and why we are going through all this. The movement of what? Jihadists to Islamize Nigeria. That was the plan of the Sokoto Caliphate. Do not think that's child's play. Everything we are giving to you here, it is confirmed and legit question, legit answer, solution to what is happening. The only solution is what we are telling the world. That's the situation of Nigeria and also the organizing of Biafra as a sovereign state. We end all this impunity. We must continue. Please, 1 minute. One minute. I'm looking for a document. Listen to this as we move. network. Allow me to go, please.
The belief among some Nigerian Muslims, particularly those with a background in the northern, historical Islamic states, that Allah gave them Nigeria, is not a formal, unified religious doctrine but a complex sentiment rooted in historical conquest, the concept of
That
Dar
Allah
al-Islam,
did what?
and a
Give
strong
them
cultural
Nigeria.
identity. Here is a breakdown of the key reasons behind this belief. 1. The legacy of the Sokoto Caliphate, 19th century. The most powerful historical source of this sentiment is the Sokoto Caliphate, established by Usman Dan Fodio through the Fulani Jihad, 1804 to 1808. Establishment of Dar al-Islam. In Islamic jurisprudence, a territory where Islamic law, Sharia, and the political power of a Muslim ruler prevail is considered Dar al-Islam, the house, territory of Islam. The Caliphate established the largest empire in West Africa, covering most of what is now northern Nigeria. Divine mandate. The jihad was framed as a divinely sanctioned mission to purify Islam and establish a just, righteous government. Success in the jihad was viewed as proof of Allah's favor and blessing upon their mission. Territorial claim. For those who see themselves as heirs to the Caliphate, the territory it conquered and ruled is seen as fundamentally and historically belonging to the Islamic political domain, a gift from God realized through the efforts of the Mujahideen, jihad fighters. 2. The concept of indigeneity and settler status. In modern Nigeria, this historical claim often translates into a sense of indigeneity, being the original, legitimate inhabitant, in the north, especially in the central Middle Belt region. Sharia and control. As one search result noted, introducing Islamic laws is a means of setting up claims over territory where the will of Muslims reigns supreme. Conflict over land. In conflicts between predominantly Muslim settlers, often Hausa and Fulani descendants of the Caliphate expansion, and Christian indigenes who claim earlier roots, the Fulani side often draws upon the historical narrative of Islamic conquest to assert a superior right to the land, sometimes framing it as a divine mission to uphold the supremacy of God's will over the non-Muslim population. 3. Political and cultural identity. The belief reflects a deeply ingrained cultural and political identity tied to a Muslim majority in the north. Political dominance. For decades, the north has historically played a dominant role in Nigerian federal politics. This political strength reinforces the cultural sense of ownership and entitlement over the national space. Rejection of secularism. For many conservative and radical Muslims, the secular, federal structure of Nigeria, which was largely drawn by the British colonial power, is viewed as an illegitimate foreign construct that wrongly partitioned the historic Dar al-Islam of the Caliphate. They believe a truly legitimate state must reflect the divine mandate of the 19th century reformers. In essence, the belief that Allah gave them Nigeria is a historical and political claim. The successful creation of a vast Islamic state, the Caliphate, is interpreted as divine proof of the territory's destiny to be governed by the laws and people of Islam.
Do you hear something? They believe that Allah gave them where? Nigeria. And how could they take over Nigeria? By the Islamization of everybody, and the ones who refuse. Now they have find out that the indigenous people does not want to accept it. That is why they are killing the indigenous people. And they are killing in the name of that this is their rights. They are all fighting for this ISWAP, Lakrawa, bandits, Boko Haram, all of them. They are fighting for what have one belief, to take over Nigeria. It's also playing in the politics of Nigeria today. That is why you have Muslim tickets. Is to now that you have Nigeria Muslim ticket, tell me the killings, the genocide, does it not increase? Did it not increase more? The genocide that is going on, did it not increase more? That is why we are letting the world to know again that they send Mazdan Kanu to Sokoto Caliphate prison to Islamize him, for him to stop his way of life of Christianity, because Nigeria was amalgamated by force. That force is what Islam wants. That is what the jihad wants. As we are hearing all this, and when this movement started from 1804, to 2025. Now, the Fulanis, the jihadists, Fulani bandits or Boko Haram, they find out that they are running late in their agenda, that it takes them many years. That is why they want to accomplish it this year and next year. That's why you see, they said, put fear into them. Once you put fear into them, they will not do anything. That's when they will come with gun and bullet. But when an indigenous person wants to protect his life, Nigeria will come arrest him and tag him terrorist. When even use only placards and protests to protect about our life, Nigerian government start using gun and bullets. They thought it would stop. I want to ask you, if you cannot stop it from 1991 to this day, do you think you can stop it anymore? You dare not. Because when you know your problem, you have a solution to it. So we that have already know the solution, that this plan did not start today, that this issue of Islamization starts from 1804. That is why we say there is no need in being in Nigeria. We need outright leave Nigeria, so they can be able to Islamize and control themselves. Why is it by force that you want me to stay with you? Now, we play this for the world to hear it. That's why we said that the silence of Britain, the father of the Osman Dan Fodio, the silence of US, the silence of Canada, the silence of UN, the silence of EU, the silence of Sweden, the silence of Israel on their own is meaning, the meaning is that you are giving them power to continue what they start from 1804 to today. They say that Allah gives them Nigeria, that Nigeria is their own. I will go and say no. This is a document of all the plans they have been having and how it is going. As the days are coming, we are going to bring it more and more to you so you can see what is going on. Yes, we are calling the Westerners to come and help us because they are the one who brought this mess to us. If we did not accept the amalgamation, if we did not accept that the religion they bring to us, all this will not happen. If we are the way we are before that name called Nigeria, before amalgamation, if white man did not come, nobody will be into this mess that we are into today. That is where our problem started, by accepting the kind of that Christianity that bring to us. And when they come, they did not destroy the Islamization agenda. They give them hand and ask them to support. They empower them. They are the one that have monopoly of killing people, monopoly of violence. And they say that we are going to give them Christianity. They will tell them, if they slap you here, turn this one for them to slap you back. That is what is happening today. If we are the way we are before the 9th amalgamation, go and ask, just type on your Google and research to yourself. Just type what I'm going to tell you now. Before the 1914 amalgamation, who are we? Yes, I will not stop calling because Irish, British, UK, London is our problem. White man is our problem. Why did you bring this kind of people? Who are you to warn me? Your stupidity, your greediness is what is causing the killing that is going on in Nigeria. And many of you are not condemning it. Rather, you are running propaganda on it. You will call those that are killing indigenous people to tell them to deny that there is no genocide. And you are here to warn me. You are our problem because it's only in you that self-determination work. The self-determination is not working when it's come to Africa, when it's come to a black man. When we use our self-determination to fight for ourselves, you prison us, you sentence us, you are arrested. That is all you do. In the UN Charter, they say that when people are experiencing ongoing genocide, inhuman treatment, disappearance, torture, intimidation, that the only option they have is to go and form their own country. And look at it today. Mazen Nandoku Kanu, the president of United States of Biafra, was kidnapped in Kenya, brought him back to Nigeria, sentenced him to life imprisonment. Because of what? He's fighting to liberate me. He's fighting to give me freedom. He's fighting me. He's fighting for me to have what you have. Live a good life, 24 hours light, good water, good road, free education, good hospital, good markets, and good food and everything. They take him away. And you tell him to stop calling white man. You are my problem. Leave us alone. Leave Africa alone. Leave Africa alone. Leave Biafra land alone. Today, British is laying pipe from eastern region to now they are in the Morocco, taking our mineral resources by force. And because of this interest of mineral resources, that is why British amalgamated us by force. Tell me, did any black man come to you, give you name, tell you what you answer, and tell you answer Slapiana country, and you take it? I am not calling because my problem is British, UK, London. I am asking why I'm tagging EU is that many countries that are not only UK is there. That's why I'm asking them, is any of them what is happening in Nigeria today, can it happen to their own countries? And they shy away, they play a blind eyes in what we are passing through today. That is why I'm calling on them, telling them that the British who brought amalgamation to us need to be destroyed also. Until the amalgamation is being destroyed, and that's name Nigeria destroyed, all this genocide will stop. Are they not the one that brought us Christianity? What are you saying? When they come, why do they not destroy the life of the Fulani jihadists, Sokoto Caliphate, in the agenda of to Islamize all the Africa? You don't know. Ghana chased them away. The only place they see, they tell that in history that Nigeria is their own, that their so-called Allah of Islamist agenda give them Nigeria as their own country. We know what we want, and that is why we tell them we have brought the solution to the table to end this. How can we bring the solution? We brought the solution by declaring re-declaration of United States of Biafra as a country. Recognizing Biafra as a country under self-determination is what we end all this impunity. We end this continuously on genocide that is going on. Don't you know that before amalgamation of 1930, amalgamation of 1914, there was a genocide in Eastern region, in old Eastern region? Don't you know? They killed the warriors of Ekumeku warrior. They finished wiping them away, burning their houses and wiping them away on December 1913. Then on January 1914, amalgamation, because the Igbo stopped them. The only thing they do is to join hands with Fulani jihadis to wipe away the indigenous people. The same thing is still going on today. I said the most evil people in this world, London and UK, British, all that the price of that makes British is our problem. I know the white people I'm calling. I am calling on America, calling on Sweden, Russia. I'm calling on Canada, Israel, for them to just do what? Give Biafra recognition. The recognition of Biafra as a state, when an indigenous person will protect his border, not these Fulani jihadis that's in Nigerian military, that know themselves, that know their agenda, that open the border for their people to come to continue doing the work. And why they will send those with the uniform in Biafra land to go and kill Biafran people. is well understand.
The belief among some Nigerian Muslims, particularly those with a background in the northern, historical Islamic states, that Allah gave them Nigeria, is not a formal, unified religious doctrine but a complex sentiment rooted in historical conquest, the concept of Dar al-Islam, and a strong cultural identity. Here is a breakdown of the key reasons behind this belief. 1. The legacy of the Sokoto Caliphate, 19th century. The most powerful historical source of this sentiment is the Sokoto Caliphate, established by Usman Dan Fodio through the Fulani Jihad, 1804 to 1808. Establishment of Dar al-Islam, in Islamic jurisprudence,
establishment of
a territory where Islamic law, Sharia, and the political power of a Muslim ruler prevail is considered Dar al-Islam, the house, territory of Islam. The Caliphate established the largest empire in West Africa, covering most of what is now northern Nigeria. Divine mandate. The jihad was framed as a divinely sanctioned mission to purify Islam and establish a just, righteous government.
To purify Islam, to establish Islam. This movement started from when? 1804 is when this movement started from, till 2025.
Success in the jihad was viewed as proof of Allah's favor and blessing upon their mission. Territorial claim. For those who see themselves as heirs to the caliphate, the territory it conquered and ruled is seen as fundamentally and historically belonging to the Islamic political domain, a gift from God realized through the efforts of the Mujahideen, jihad fighters. 2. The concept of indigeneity and settler status. In modern Nigeria, this historical claim often translates into a sense of indigeneity, being the original, legitimate inhabitant, in the north, especially in the central Middle Belt region. Sharia and control. As
Sharia in control.
Introducing Islamic laws is a means of setting up claims over territory where the will of Muslims reigns supreme. Conflict over land. In conflicts between predominantly Muslim settlers, often Hausa and Fulani descendants of the Caliphate expansion, and Christian indigenes who claim earlier roots, the Fulani side often draws upon the historical narrative of Islamic conquest to assert a superior right to the land, sometimes framing it as a divine mission to uphold the supremacy of God's will over the non-Muslim population. 3. Political and cultural identity. The belief reflects a deeply ingrained cultural and political identity tied to a Muslim majority in the north. Political dominance.
They are claimed that they are what? Majority. Why me, who is indigenous person, is a minority? Could you believe that? Because of the way they believe. When Britain come, they said, I am not going to destroy your belief. What is that your name? I know that this country where I have a job more than you. I can feed you and your family every month. Nonsense. I am not a pastor. I am bringing out what is happening in Nigeria and the clean of the Christians. I work 12 hours every blessed day. When I come back, take my rest, I come here to do exposition of what is going on that you cannot be able to do. I'm not a pastor.
Historically played a dominant role in Nigerian federal politics. This political strength reinforces the cultural sense of ownership and entitlement over the national space. Rejection of secularism. For many conservative and radical Muslims, the secular, federal structure of Nigeria, which was
they reject secular country. Nigeria is not a secular country because Fulani jihadists reject it. They rejected it, that they are the one going to be in control. Let me give you what's going on in Nigeria. May happen to you. I will not block you now. I will allow you to. I will allow what you take you away from my page to take you away right now, because I don't talk. I bring evidence. what is going on. That's what I do. So prove that I know what's happening in Nigeria more than you.
The first truck.
This is what happened in Nigeria. May it happen to you.
In the venue. The first truck. We have a total of 35.
May this happen to you.
In this casket.
May this happen to you and your family member. May it happen to your family member so you can feel the pains of these people are feeling. This is the plan of the Islamization. This is the plan of the Usman Dan Fodio that you are supporting. This is second truck. The first one carries at 5. May this become portion today being Sunday, 23rd of November 2025. May this happen to your family members to be in this position. Say amen. The third truck is coming. Dead bodies of Christians, human beings.
And here we have
you see it? This is what I know what's happening more than you. Look at it. They kill him. Yes. May this happen to you and your family. Do you hear it? This one in Yoruba land.
Boko Haram and Nigerian military. Now today, this one saw.
Look at
Nigerian military enter Boko Haram camp.
Look at. Let me show you. You are Nigerian. You are here to present what is happening there. May it happen to you because the indigenous people are dying. They are being killed. They are being. Look at it. Those are killing them. May this happen. May these people that are killing indigenous people kill members of your family so you can feel the pain. Let me tell you one thing. You will take how many hours you like to write garbage. It takes me only 1 second to remove the garbage you write. It does not exist in my page. And also do what? Block the hell out of you. Right again, let me see you now. Coward like you. Coward like you. You are a big fool.
Let me tell you, the man was so stupid and coward.
Look at a man, a pastor.
Going further. He didn't speak about how Christians were killed from far north, Sokoto.
Are you hearing it? The Sokoto is where they first wipe away the Christians. This idiot who come here will not talk it. In 1804,
Zafara,
idiots. Come and write now. Because now your father opened this YouTube page for me.
Local governments. He didn't speak about the killing of Christians.
May Nigeria happen to you and your family.
He didn't speak about that. We have a mission.
Look at this stupid man who come on my page. He cannot face the reality. He's a Fulani man. That is how you know them. Look at them. Jennifer, thank you for your comments. Please see Biafra. Good boy, thank you so much. Look at this is one Nigeria they are protecting. You see them? They will come to you, John and IU and your family member. Biafra, we are doing this to let the world know that Donald Trump coming is good.
Nigerians.
Placing Nigeria on a kind of particular concern is nice. But one thing that we needed at this time is what? Is to put an end to this thing they call one Nigeria. That means a death sentence to every indigenous person who is a Christian who live in that Nigeria. Are you following? The solution, because do you know why? Donald Trump, in his first tenure, he sanctioned Nigeria. Is it not true? When they remove Donald Trump, do you know that you are removal or losing election in the second tenure in your first coming as a president? That is because of that you are fighting for Christians. They gang up together. Nigeria also sponsored and voted for those who are going to remove you in the seat. That is why we are calling on you this time around that the only everlasting solution is give Biafra recognition. Recognize Oduduwa. We are not tribalistic people. Our leader, our president, Nnamdi Kanu, is fighting for every indigenous person to have their own self-determination. Now what will happen? When you divide this Nigeria like the way India is being divided, what will happen? Then the killing of the indigenous people will stop. I, as a Biafran, will protect my border. A Yoruba man, as Oduduwa man, will protect his border. But that is the problem, because these people are not just flying from heaven and come to kill indigenous people. No. They are walking on the road, they are coming down, they are moving. So, what will happen is this. Then, when you give Yoruba people the Oduduwa, you give Arewa their Arewa country, Arewa will be protecting their border. I will be protecting my own border as an indigenous person. Then what will happen? Then the Oduduwa person, Yoruba man, will protect his border. When an indigenous person protects his border, nobody will pass. Because you know, he's not my brother. He's just speaking my language. You send him out, you have to put him in prison forever. Or send him like Russia, president told, my own is to capture the terrorists or the Boko Haram, send them to judgment. God will judge them. That he doesn't serve them. This is what's needed. Because if you did not do this right now, if you leave Donald Trump, are you going to be a president forever and ever? The answer is no. So once you leave the office, the other person who come, like the last president that's handled America, he removed Nigeria, Joe Biden, he removed Nigeria on the sanction you put to them. And also continue with from there. Until you come back now and you see that now is happening more than the way happening before. If in your first tenure, when Nnamdi Kanu meted you or visited you, that you give him Biafra as a country, nobody will be dying in Biafra land. That is why it is good to divide us according to our religion, according to our tradition, according to our tribal line. By giving us this way, I, who knows my brother, with the same culture, with the same tradition, with the same religion, will protect my border against this Usman Dan Fodio movement that started from 1804. Then a Yoruba man will protect, Oduduwa man will protect his border with his language and know this is you know what to do. And they have the same belief. A real Hausa man will protect his border. Then these killings of the Christians will end. Because if you leave office, who will come next might decide to remove Nigeria on a country of a particular concern. So that is not everlasting solution. The everlasting solution is what the Biafran people is put on your table. That is on your table already. Let America, let Israel. I don't know why Israel was keeping silent in the killing of the Christians. I don't know why Israel keeps silent in the case of Nnamdi Kanu, who is a Judaism, worshiping the same thing you worship. You keep silent. Because he's a black man. Does not concern you. Simon Ekpa is in Finland, being arrested. When Israel is battling, he promised you, he stand with you, he told you that if you want 15,000 foot soldier, that he will give it to you. I never see you condemning the injustice Finland meted on them, Netanyahu, but you are busy every other places. Our life does not matter to you. I don't know why our own Christian is not the same Christian that you are worshiping. It's not the same God that you worship is what we are worshiping. That is, I call it racist. Because of we are black. Is it why? But today, all the Muslim countries support one another. All the Islamic countries support one another. It's only Christian countries are not supporting their fellow Christians when they are into problems. Look at the genocide that's going on. This movement, the only option, the only everlasting solution is disintegration of Nigeria and let everybody go, because you know that we are not one people. That the amalgamation of a white man, Frederick Lugard, is a mistake that leads to the killing of the indigenous people. That's why we are calling on you to just recognize Biafra as a country. Let me go and protect my border. Do you know what's happening in Nigeria? Where this message is for the world. Those I put their flag on my capture or my headline. Why I tag all of you is for you to know that the Nigerian military are like Afghanistan. America, you know what you went through in the house of Afghanistan. In the morning, they are military, believing that they work with US military. In the night, they are Afghanistan. In their heart, they are Afghanistan. In the color of uniform, they represent what you think they want to represent. Nigeria military is all about jihadists. It's all about Islamization. It's all about repentant jihadists, Fulani, Boko Haram. And why you know that we are not one people? No indigenous person. Let me give the example clearly. Let me use ESN as an example. There's and the arm swing of Mazen and the Kanu that was inside bush protecting Biafra land, chasing this away, these Fulanese. If any of them been arrested, they declare truth aside immediately on this ESN. Then when they captured jihadist Fulani Boko Haram, they will rehabilitate him, put him in the military. Do you know why? Because the Islamization they want is in the name so-called Nigeria. But because of the ESN is fighting for what? He's fighting for what? Separatists, let me call it that way. He's fighting to defend his new country. Then what will happen? They will kill them. They will give them life imprisonment. They will never bring them to court. Anyone they did not kill, they will put that person will never come out again in this life. All his life will be in the prison. That's why we are not one people. In the area of worship, tradition, we are not. The same food, we are not. Culture, we are not. We need to be partition our Nigeria the way India is being partitioned. Then all this problem will stop. When an indigenous person is protecting his border, let me ask you, America, do you give any migrants in your area to protect your border? Canada, did you give any migrants to protect your border for you? Russia, did you give any migrants to your border to protect for you? Did Israel, is it any migrant that is protecting your border? The migrants from the coming of the Usman Dan Fodio from Senegambia are the one controlling the border. So as they are coming, once these people, for them to get full information to give to their new people they want them to come in, they must go into Nigerian military. And once they go into the military, they are giving them information. When they are coming, they know that they will hide themselves as if they're not seeing them. Then they will pass the border, come because of what? They want people that will help them to Islamize us, to stop us being a Christian. Today, Mazen Nandekan has been Islamized. That is why they send him in a place that jihadists started, in the Sokoto Caliphate prison. Is where they send him. Because they don't want him to worship gods. They don't want to talk about Christianity again. Why did you help for your own to take out of his position, to stop worshiping the God you believe that you are worshiping? You are silent. You are silent on the side of all that is going on. You are giving them power. That is the same power that British give to them is what you are renewing and giving them. What is the alternative is what I just said now. Biafra has been declared on November 20, 2024. Give us recognition. So my President Mazanaka will come out like Nelson Mandela. He will come out like Maghandi of India. He will come out like Rahman of Bangladesh. He will come out like Jomo Kenyatta of Kenya. These are those who fight to liberate their people. Remember that Rahman in 1971 was sentenced to death by Pakistan authority. The recognition of Bangladesh as a country set him back. He became the first ever official president of Bangladesh. That is what happened because of our leader Mazen and Kanu. That is why we are asking all of you to hurry from now to December to January to recognize Biafra as a country. We have all it takes. We have overmet the criteria to become a country. We have overmet those criteria to become a country. So my people, we have only 30 minutes to be here. In case if anybody want to call on this program, number to call is +9 7 3 60 51 337. That is the number to call. The number to call again, once again, is +9 7 3 60 51 337. That is the number in case if you want to call to join me. That is the number you can call only on WhatsApp. Then I will pick your call. Then you will talk to Biafran people. Today, everybody is speaking out on the injustice that meted on my president, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. The injustice meted on my prime minister, Simon Ekpa. If you're hating Biafran, we are not your problem. We are not British who put you in this mess that we are into. We are not the one. Rather, we are the solution to entire Africa. Do you know that British, London single-handedly blocked Biafra recognition, international recognition? When Canada come to recognize us, they lie to Canada. When Sweden come, they lie to them. These are all the lies they have put on us. The only thing we are asking is what? Recognition of Biafra to end this ongoing, continuously ongoing genocide that is going on in Nigeria. Because the only way it will stop, do you know that if those people under self-determination have their own country and govern themselves, they will protect their border and nobody will kill them. This is the pure truth.
This is what is happening right now, being 21st of November 2025.
You know, 21st is just 2 days ago.
Went to this school, Nasarawa State, kidnapped children.
This is where they kidnapped over 351.
Yesterday.
Is what they kidnapped in this primary school. The number has been confirmed. 351 was kidnapped.
More than 100.
Both the teachers. So I have given you a video that has been confirmed from the school. How many students that are missing from their school? See what people are going through. This is Nigeria. It's not safe for us. The only time, look at them in one country called Nigeria. Are you seeing them? They are the owner. Look at over 5,000 Fulanis. Are you seeing this? When we talk about the recognition of Biafra, People may not understand. Until when you go to the history of organizing a country, then you understand what we mean. You understand what that revolution we do. That is what makes Biafra fail. Any country in this world, there is a call given recognition. They call it international recognition. Look at them. The owner of Nigeria. Those who come to Islamize us. Those who want to kill us.
Guys, I want me to calm down. Me to hear what this Fulani guy talk. As in they talk to this cow. Huh?
Look at them. Look at them. Look at where they are patrolling. You see them? Now, this one, they are going to attack community. Or they are coming back from attacking community. Tell me, if these people in this area are the one securing their land, their territory, how could they penetrate in? That is why the world don't have to keep silent anymore. That is why the world have to talk. That is why we are calling on all of you that you said that in 1967 to 1970 that why Biafra fell is because of there is no international recognition. So we are asking for what? To Biafra to be organized. Biafra was declared on November 29, 2024. We only want what? Recognition. So look at them trooping into Nigeria. Today they are start kidnapping in Edo State, and you are claiming who you are and who you are not. It's going to reach in your hand because after not, it's going to reach you first before my Biafra land. Are you hearing it? They are coming. Eh? Look at them. Look at it. Look at them. To put an end to this is recognition of Biafra. So I can be able to protect my border. They will not fly in. Oh, this is why we protect their border. I'm saying it again. Then Arewa will protect their land. Middle Belt, Benue, Plateau, we protect their land. Nobody will come to chase them away. Look at it, Fulani Jihad. Look at the Boko Haram. Are you hearing it? And when we talk, you come against us. Today, they have sentenced Mazen Kanu because he's fighting to do what? To end all this and make Christians to have their rights. That is why they decide to sentence him, and that is why they deny him his right. And when we are calling on the world to do the needful, someone will come and write one garbage and think he's making sense. Eh? Look at them, look at them. Look at Wupo, look at machine having their hands. Look at them. Look at it. The world has seen. We are showing the world for you to look at them. You see it? And you are here commenting nonsense. They will reach in your community. Then you will understand why we are sounding this way. That every indigenous person having its own country, their Nigeria, there is a four country. There is what? Four country. If Nigeria want to become a country, we are not against it. But let Biafran people out of it. Like we have already exited Nigeria on November 2024. We have already exited Nigeria. So everything that we are waiting for now is just little things, recognition. It's not what we are lacking. We are a fully country. We are the one to put an end to this. We are the one. So my people, we are going to end it here today. We have spent roughly 2 hours and 30 minutes because of my time and my job. We have to end it up here today until we come back tomorrow. That we're going to have a full time up to 5-6 hours tomorrow. So please turn notification on, subscribe, like the page. May God will continue to protect all the Christians. Protect my President Mazen Kanu. Anywhere he goes, that thing that God put in him will never die, no matter how they try hard. It will never go. May Elohim protect him, bless him, and all the Biafrans. Look at what we're passing through. Look at what we are passing through, my people. Is it what people are supposed to passing through? That is why today, finally, in my submission, I put US with their flag. For them, I'm talking to them. I put Canada with their flag. I put Russia with their flag. I put Israel with their flag. I put Sweden with their flag. I put Korea with their flag. And they tell you that you have given Nigeria power to kill indigenous people. How? Only disintegration of Nigeria will end what is going on. The organization for Biafra, you told us that if you want a new country, that we have to make a declaration officially. We have conducted this official declaration on November 20, 2024. We only ask you to recognize us as a country, to support us, to end this impunity. Donald Trump did not need to send military from America down to here. The Biafran people, we will put an end to the insecurity. We will put an end to the killings, this ongoing, continuously genocide that is happening in Nigeria. We want you to recognize us. Your silence is what? Their silence is what is giving these people power to kill the indigenous people. We must continue to do what we are doing because our life must be safe. If it is true that self-determination is for me, is for the black man, is for the Biafran people, is for the Warewa people, is for the for Yoruba man. If it is true that all this is true for me, why are you arresting my prime minister? Why are you silencing my voice of my Simon Eba? Why are you not supporting the movement of Biafra to stop the impunity? Or are you benefiting from it, from this crime going on in Nigeria? We call on you, Donald Trump. You putting Nigeria on a particular concern is very good, but not everlasting solution. Everlasting solution is to recognize Biafra as a sovereign state, Oduduwa as a sovereign state, Arewa as a sovereign state. This is only way you put an end to this ongoing genocide. How you protect my border as an indigenous person. The way you are protecting America with indigenous person. The way Canada is protecting their border with indigenous person. The way Australia is protecting themselves with indigenous person. The way all these countries in the world are protecting their borders by themselves. That is what we are asking for. Please, give United States of Biafra recognition that we will end the insecurity, the killing, this continuously ongoing genocide that is happening in Nigeria. Britain has done the worst in the beginning. They stopped Biafra from being a country in time of Ojukwu, and they're continuously doing it. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has been sentenced to life imprisonment because he stands for two things: freedom for every black race and for the Christians to live. They take him away. They put him in Sokoto Caliphate in prison, where Usman and Fojuo law forbid anybody that is a Christian to pray. That's where they put him. Why Israel? Why are you keeping silent? Canada, Sweden, all these Christian countries. Why are you not supporting your own? But you will see all of them, Muslims, supporting their own, coming together to help their own. But you leave your own to suffer, to be perished. What is your gain over it? Support United States of Biafra. Give us recognition. That is all we need. We don't need humanitarian aid. We don't beg humanitarian aid. We only ask for recognition of Biafra. Then we will secure our life and protect every indigenous person, and nobody will buy them again. My people, from me, from here, have a wonderful day. Thank you so much. Till tomorrow when we see again.